How they keep this desert city cool with an ancient air conditioning system. Explore the extraordinary approach employed by an ancient air conditioning system to keep a desert city pleasantly cool. See how the citizens of this city came up with a clever solution to the scorching temperatures by traveling through time. Uncover the intriguing narrative of how technology and history are connected as we examine the perplexing answer that has sustained the comfortable weather of this desert sanctuary for generations. The incredible cooling method that survives in the hard desert climate is about to have its secrets revealed. They will surely astonish you. Ponder the experience of living in a city situated in a scorching desert. The heat is capable of reaching intolerable levels. It seems like quite an ordeal to maintain a decent temperature. Interestingly, this desert city has a solution: an outdated air conditioning system. The use of this method for centuries has proven effective in maintaining a cool environment within the city. In an area where the summers are long and dry, this city in the desert is situated. Living there can be challenging for people when temperatures reach uncomfortably high levels. There are vast desert areas all around the city, but neither water nor vegetation are visible. Typical of this desert metropolis climate are extreme daytime temperatures and cool evenings. Plants and trees face challenges in flourishing when there is no rain. These challenging surroundings have been adapted by people over time. Water scarcity is a significant issue in this dry city. To secure a reliable water supply, the city had to develop creative solutions. When there is a lack of close natural water sources, addressing this issue involves the use of underground wells and other water-saving methods. With its harsh climate, the desert city still managed to have a long history of civilization and a rich cultural heritage. People have utilized accessible resources to adapt novel lifestyles and construct remarkable structures. In order to provide protection from the elements, the buildings in this city were designed while also showcasing the local culture. For generations, the desert city has utilized a captivating antique air conditioning technology. It is a clever plan to alleviate the unbearable temperature inside the buildings. The innovative city inhabitants, faced with extreme heat and no air conditioning, had to devise solutions. They came up with this method. The traditional cooling system ensured building comfort by relying on wind, water, and shade, utilizing natural elements like air, light, and water inside creates a tranquil and energizing environment. To unlock its complete potential, the system takes advantage of ingenious architectural layouts and strategic building placement. Wind towers, also recognized as wind catchers, form an integral part of this installation. These high-rise constructions gather the breeze and guide it toward the urban area beneath. The wind creates a natural cooling and ventilation system by being cooled as it passes through the towers. This encourages the movement of cool air and gets rid of extra warmth from enclosed spaces. Furthermore, the old cooling system included water channels and pools. Using water to evaporate into the air results in a cooling effect inside the buildings. The air within the buildings will always be nice and cool, since these water features are arranged in a certain way. The conventional cooling system depends on utilizing natural elements to attain a cooling impact and maintain a pleasant indoor environment. The synthesis of traditional engineering practices and contemporary architectural aesthetics is truly outstanding. A vital role in the entire setup is played by the wind towers, also referred to as wind catchers. Strategically positioned atop various buildings are these massive towers. The objective of the wind towers is to lead airflow into the interiors of the structures. Several openings and ducts direct the wind that enters the tower. This method naturally ventilates a space by cooling the air as it flows. The outdated cooling system heavily relies on water. Inside or outside the buildings, you can find water channels, pools, and fountains included in the system. Evaporation from these water components assists in lowering the air temperature. The cooling of warm air happens when it passes over or near water due to evaporation. Afterward, this cold air is evenly delivered inside the building, resulting in a delightful indoor atmosphere. The architectural design of the structures also affects the system's success. The buildings possess sturdy walls, They have limited windows to minimize heat intake from the outside. This helps maintain a more consistent and cooler inside temperature. The structures are also placed in a manner that maximizes shade and reduces sunlight. The old air conditioning system successfully cools down the buildings in the desert city, easing the extreme heat. Utilizing wind, water, and innovative architectural design, this is possible. The newer ones lack some of the benefits that the old cooling system had. Energy efficiency. Utilizing renewable resources such as wind and water, the system ensures negligible harm to the environment. Hence, it is both environmentally conscious and power efficient. It emits less carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and uses fewer fossil fuels. Cost effectiveness. Incorporating natural ingredients into air conditioning systems, operating costs can be reduced compared to using conventional ones. The system is more cost-effective compared to alternatives because of its minimal initial investment, the simplicity of its installation process. Integration with the environment. The system integrates flawlessly with the city's historic landscape and architecture. By utilizing natural components like water, shade, and ventilation, the local environment and culture can be preserved. Sustainability. The system stimulates environmentally conscious habits by reducing energy usage and waste. It corresponds to the principles of sustainability and resilience, which involve waste minimization and efficient energy utilization. Health benefits. The system's natural ventilation and cooling reduces the likelihood of respiratory issues and heat-related illness, which improves interior air quality. It provides the locals with a more pleasant and wholesome neighborhood to reside in. In general, the ancient air conditioning system is a practical choice for cooling buildings in hot desert areas because of its effectiveness, affordability, sustainability, and health advantages. The desert city has a few air conditioning systems that have been long forgotten, and these are some examples of them. Wind tower buildings. In this desert metropolis, wind towers, sometimes called wind catchers, may be observed on many structures. To benefit from the breeze, houses have these massive buildings installed on top. The wind moves into the towers and through the inner channels, maintaining natural ventilation and a cool environment. Water channels and pools. Sometimes, water channels and ponds were constructed inside or next to historical buildings as a component of their climate regulation system. These water features help achieve evaporative cooling. The cooling of warm air happens as it passes over or near water because of evaporation. The inside temperature decreases as the cooled air is circulated throughout the building. Courtyard design. Buildings commonly revolve around a courtyard in this desert metropolis. The courtyard acts as a spacious open area that pulls in and enhances the building's natural ventilation. To increase the cooling impact through evaporation, water features such as fountains or small ponds are commonly integrated into the design. They lend a hand in forming a more agreeable and revitalizing ambiance. These illustrations demonstrate how cleverly the ancient air conditioning system utilized wind and water to cool buildings in the scorching desert metropolis. In the desert city, the historic air conditioning system has recently undergone modern adaptations and innovations. It blends traditional knowledge with innovative technology. The system's capability to provide efficient and effective cooling options is improved by the modifications. Employing solar energy to operate the air conditioner is a noteworthy upgrade to the system. Solar panels can produce electricity that powers fans, pumps, and other system components. Decreasing its dependency on traditional energy sources improves the system's sustainability. Passive cooling methods have improved the system's efficiency. To enhance thermal insulation and decrease heat gain, methods like employing insulating materials, applying reflective coatings to surfaces, and using shading devices can be utilized. These methods facilitate achieving better energy efficiency and comfort. These methods improve system functionality while lowering cooling power demands. The obsolete air conditioning system has been replaced with contemporary ventilation components, including energy-efficient fans and movable vents. These technologies enable improved regulation of airflow and localized cooling zones. To get the best results from the outdated AC setup, modern monitoring and control systems have been incorporated. To adapt cooling output to changes in occupancy and external temperature and humidity, it is possible to program sensors, timers, and remote controls. These updates and improvements result in a more functional, efficient, and flexible historic air conditioning system. Moreover, they contribute to satisfying the evolving necessities of the desert city. A godsend in the sweltering heat is the impressively old air conditioning system of the desert city. The system achieves efficient and long-lasting cooling for buildings by utilizing renewable resources like wind and water. Among its many advantages are energy efficiency, low cost, and environmental compatibility. By incorporating advanced features like solar energy integration and superior ventilation systems, the efficiency of the product is further improved. Not only does antique air conditioning technology keep buildings cool and pleasant, it also aids in preserving history and fostering eco-friendly practices. With further advancements, this system may act as a blueprint for eco-conscious cooling alternatives in other countries dealing with comparable climate concerns. So, we hope you liked our video. Then, do share and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon for more videos.